10th Seniors Podcast, NBA preview, Western Conference, and we're back. We're talking about the Pacific Division.
Page's favorite division in the world.
My favorite division in the world. We're going to talk about my favorite team in the world.
The Bahamian national team.
The Bahamian, Nassau, Bahamas, Lakers.
Nal is about to have the opposite reaction of the last podcast.
Actually, I'm kind of galvanizing. I'm galvanized behind Kobe this year.
That's the only thing that you could talk about with LA. Kobe.
I am.
With the Lakers.
Oh, you can talk
This team
about
is
a ton
an
of things.
awful team. Like, this team is so bad. Like, they're bad on purpose. Like, I was reading about how Byron Scott wants them to take mid-range jumpers.
You know what's going to be the best? I hope the Lakers start off like 4-1. And people
Oh,
start thinking they're
jeez.
frisky.
Here's the
They're
thing. Like,
doing well.
as you know, me and Kobe have been adversaries since about not his first
He
year. I'd say
knows
since
you.
1997.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been personally,
You
just
are
getting at me for
you
years.
are Bill, and he is the Black Mamba.
absolutely.
Yes.
And I feel like now the basketball gods are making our relationship come full circle. Everybody's really down on Kobe a lot, but they're down on him for the same things that made him great. And they paired him with Julius Randle.
Maybe it's because yes, it's the Julius Randle
Oh,
thing
that's
is
what
why
they
you're around. He keeps talking about Kentucky. It's amazing. How many UK players are in this league?
A lot.
I think
But
they have the
so
most
many.
players in the league. I
Yes.
think UK
So
does.
many.
Dude,
Thank you,
this
Coach
team is
Al.
so bad. Jeremy Lin won a starting job. Like, he was going to win it even if Nash didn't go down. He was going to win that job.
I mean,
Steve Nash.
The Steve Nash thing, though, it's
I'm gonna carry
it's
some
so
bags.
sad to see him go out that way. Like,
I don't feel bad for him because he's making $10 million a year.
I mean,
I
not-
refuse to feel bad for
No,
him.
we're not
in
feeling bad
not
in
terms of
financial
making money,
gains.
but just for somebody that's been that good, he's a
Two
two-time MVP, and he ended his career
He took one of
carrying
those from
bags.
the Heat Shack.
Is there any way that this team is even a semblance of good? Like
No.
Swaggy P.
Who's the starting center? Is it Sacre?
I think
Jordan Hill?
Sacre?
Sacre Blue.
Sacre Bleu?
I think, I don't know. I think Robert Sacre, Jordan Hill.
Sacre or Jordan? Hey, they signed Jordan Hill. I think Jordan Hill's getting like $5 million a year or 10.
If I were
something
Jordan Hill
crazy
could
like that.
rebound, though. Like, I feel like if he went to the Spurs, like, he would just
That
probably...
was the
If anybody
Spurs.
went to the Spurs, they would
if
be
you
good.
were on the Spurs, you'd be great.
I would be on the end of that bench in them sweats being great.
Yeah, but think
Exactly.
of how great you would wave that towel.
Think
though.
about the motivation you could give those people. High fives.
I would be so.
Me and
good on
Lindsey
the Spurs
Whalen to
team.
be on it, like, what? Show me the clipboard with Lindsey.
Should Julius Randle demand to be traded like right now? Because I don't see a way
No.
forward.
No,
for-
because he's gonna live in
Because
that
he's
They should
lifestyle.
demand to start over Carlos Boozer.
He's going to start... I feel like it's inevitable that he ends the season starting over Carlos Boozer.
Hey, you know what's great though? Like, remember when Dwight Howard and Steve Nash came to the Lakers, and all the Laker fans would post like
Like,
them
ah,
all
we're
in
going to win the championship.
them all in Laker uniforms. You don't see that. There's no post of like Kobe.
The Laker
Jeremy
community
Lin,
is non-existent.
Julius Randle,
I booked,
Carlos Boozer.
I bookmarked that page and I trolled every single one of them. The day that they signed Howard and then Nash.
Oh, 75 wins. They were-
Did you guys hear, like, ever since they did the article about Kobe, how people have been defending him? Like, yeah, people want to play with him. Like, who? Nobody. Like, who? The people
They-
that came there?
They say it after the fact, after they already signed with their teams. 2
but I
months
would
ago.
I would have totally played with Kobe if I didn't.
Yeah,
sign
I like.
with my team.
I mean, Melo. Who are you trying to fool? He comes out. I would love to play with Kobe, except that
But
I
you
had
didn't?
the absolute chance to do it, and I re-signed.
Yeah,
with
but
New York.
Melo chose money, and because the reason people don't want to play with Kobe is because there's no way
'Cause he's-
basketball wise that the team is actually going to be good with him taking that much salary cap
But
space.
think of this though.
He was an asshole.
Once Swaggy P comes back from injury, how many shots are gonna go up between Kobe?
Dude,
Nick Young.
Swaggy P averaged 0.7 assists per game.
At what
last
point?
season.
At what
On
point is
13
he?
shots.
At what point is he legitimately gonna have to try to have that talk with Kobe though? Like where he's gonna say, I mean, I know it's been your team for so long, but I know you getting up there, man.
I feel like
I
he's
really
gonna,
hope
he's gonna call
Fancy's
his
playing
name.
in the background when that happens.
I feel like when this
I need those
conversation
shots.
happens, he's gonna refer to himself as Swaggy P in the third person. Like, Kobe, this is Swaggy P's team.
Yeah, but you know what
Yes.
Kobe's gonna do though. Kobe's
gonna
gonna
break his wrist. He's gonna
no,
re-break
no,
his
no.
wrist.
He's gonna see while Nick Young is asleep. Get a tattoo on his right arm,
Yeah.
and Nick Young is gonna be what? I can't get buckets anymore.
No
I have a
more
tattoo on my
buckets.
right arm.
I think Kobe is gonna embrace Nick Young. I don't know why. I just have a feeling they're gonna get
You
along.
know why? You know why they're gonna get along?
think it's
Because
because
Kobe
crazy
likes
people.
people who aren't scared,
Yeah.
who are willing to
Remember
step up
that
to the
Nick
plate.
Young doesn't know enough to be scared.
That used to
Yes.
be my measurement for
Yes.
how good a young player is gonna be, based on when they played Kobe the first time.
Like-
how scared were they?
Nick Young legitimately should not be in the NBA anymore. 'cause
Who
he's
is that
just
guy
not
now that we used?
There
to
is
measure?
no guy
But,
because
like-
everyone's too nice now.
AAU
AAU
really
is
caused
ruined
that.
it because everyone's too nice. No one's afraid.
that's-
People used to be afraid of Kobe.
Yeah, nobody's scared. But like Nick Young shouldn't be in the league. He's in the league off the strength of just him not knowing that he isn't that good. Like this is a Sean Marion award.
We're not there yet.
Come on,
Patience.
Come on, you're jumping the gun. But so, how many wins do we think the Lakers are gonna have?
They're gonna
for the
be
entire year?
so. You know what?
22.
32.
32. That's true. They're
They should like, and I don't think they should just own it and be like, you know, we're terrible. Jordan Clarkson, start.
They only have one center on the roster. One.
And then is
Sorry.
Kobe gonna hold up the entire season?
No,
No.
I don't think he will.
I don't know how this thing happens in Germany, but
I hope he does. I mean, I really don't want to see Kobe go out.
I want
on
I
an
want to see
injury.
him play with this god awful team. Like I just want to see him.
This
Is this
how,
team worse than the Smush Parker team?
Yeah, I think this is.
Mm.
I think this is.
You know what it is? It's that Kobe is worse.
Here's how I want to see Kobe go out. This is the only way his career can end. If
Eighth
they
seed,
make if
lose.
they make the Western Conference Finals and they play against the Blazers, they're up by 1. Damian Lillard drives the lane and dunks on Kobe for the game-winning shot
Just
in Game
know
7.
in that scenario that you just described, you would be
So
scared
scared.
shitless.
That's fine.
You could beat that, John. You would be so effing scared.
That is the only way me and Kobe can end. That's how it has to happen.
Well, they're not gonna make the playoffs. So.
I know.
Right.
Yes.
You know what? We should pull up. Remember when Nile started dancing when UK made it to the Final Four? That's what you would be doing. You would be doing the Nile dance
Yeah.
to "Nigga, we made it."
You should post a video on that.
Damian Lillard is so
Find that
awesome.
now we can talk about the real team in LA.
The real team,
The
the
best
best team in
team.
LA. Who we live in bizarro world where the Lakers are terrible and the Clippers might win the conference finals.
The
With
Lakers
their
or the
former
new Clippers.
racist owner. Oh, John, wait, you didn't say a white player from the Lakers, did you?
Go ahead.
Go
They
ahead.
just suck.
Go ahead.
Do
Just-
they have a
no.
white guy? He
Yeah.
mentioned
Nash.
Steve Nash. He
Yeah.
did.
He
He
did.
mentioned
Yes,
Steve
he
Nash.
heard himself picking up bags.
Way to go, John.
So we got a team for John. They have JJ Redick and Spencer
Oh, you
Hawes.
stepped on
And-
this. Oh,
Hito,
He's
How is he still in the
Turkish,
league?
bro.
Oh my god.
he's still
How
white.
is he still in
Because
the
he's the
league?
Turkish Michael Jordan.
Yes, he is a Turkish.
He's
Michael
a Turkish
Jordan.
Oh,
Michael Jordan, and he
guys,
gets
yesterday we didn't even
buckets.
talk about the Brazilian Kevin Durant. We might have to.
We
go back.
totally bombed on that. Anyway, let's
okay.
go.
That's
Let's
my
go to the
fault.
Clippers.
But yeah, they have these guys. I think
Spencer Hawes is on the team too.
I just said that, John.
I don't care. I wasn't listening. to
John
you.
was not listening. John is texting.
Yeah, I'm a John.
You really are Stugatz. You don't listen to anything.
The
But yeah.
problem was been happening with the Clippers the past few years. They haven't had any depth behind DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin. I mean, if one of them was in foul trouble, that was it.
That was it,
That was
yeah.
it for their rebounding.
Sorry, Ryan
That was
Hollins.
it for their defense.
So you think Spencer Hawes is going to get the rebounds?
No, but he's a body.
Spencer Hawes can though. Spencer Hawes is he's a
He's a
very
big
efficient
upgrade.
big, and he can stretch the floor.
He is the reason people are picking them to make the finals.
Yeah,
I think.
Spencer Hawes.
The
is
reason
pretty
why
good.
they're gonna
Listen,
make the
Blazers-
finals
The Blazers were going
It's
hard.
Chris
after
Douglas
Spencer
Roberts.
Hawes. Oh my god.
The
Oh my
wave.
God, Tage head just exploded. I don't know. You can't see that.
The reason they're going to make the finals. I mean, I don't think he hasn't been the reason for anything
feel
since
like-
he was the reason Memphis
like, I
lost the
feel like-
finals.
If you're listening to this, you should go on Instagram and search Chris Douglas Roberts.
He hates Chris Douglas Roberts.
I
so
hate
much.
follow Chris Douglas Roberts.
Yeah, he can't stop looking.
I can't. He's like a train wreck. Like,
It's like
Do
me.
you also
Why?
like the pictures?
It's like me
Yes.
with for booking.
like, why do you have so much swag? You make a minimum contract. You're like this close to being in Europe, and all you do is take pictures of yourself in the club. You should be in a gym.
He
Wasn't
likes
he the
more
one
CDR
saying-
pictures than I like for booking girls.
Wasn't he the one that says
No, that's
he's bringing the
impossible.
short shorts
CDR
back?
for booking.
He did say he was bringing the short shorts back. I'm like, you should bring the weight room back. Like,
Should bring a jumper back.
He brought back short shorts and the early '90s Jamaican haircut. He looks like Max.
Yeah,
from
but
Top Shotters.
he
Back to basketball.
he looked like
Sorry, let's get back to
The
basketball.
part of what Hawes solves is during crunch time when the Clippers had Jordan on the court,
Yeah.
they really couldn't play him because
That's
he
a
can't
great-
get free throws.
that's a great point. I feel like that's the whole reason they bought.
He
him.
That's
should
the
have gone
entire
with
reason.
he should have gone with Gil whatever his name is.
Kid Gilchrist.
Whatever.
We are
Stu
tired.
Gatz. Yes. I just learned how to shoot.
Here's the thing.
Except I don't get
With
tired.
Chris Paul, with somebody that penetrates that well and can create shots for everyone else around him, what you need is shooters. This is why Blake Griffin
JJ
extended his jump shot
Redick.
out to however far
His
he can
jumper
shoot
is
now.
nice, and then they got them shooters.
And
off
now
the
you
bench.
have Spencer Hawes as a stretch four, which this is why they got JJ Redick last year. So you're surrounding Chris
then-
Paul with people he can drive.
Don't
and
forget
kick the ball
Jamal
out
Crawford,
to.
who could just get a
And
shot
there you
whenever he
go.
wants.
Irrational
Jamal-
confidence guy. Everyone needs one.
He's like
We
I don't
have
think
three-
it's- I don't
three
think it's
wins a year
irrational at
minimum
this
just
point.
because
It
of
is
him.
so irrational.
It's not because the shots he takes. I mean, they're irrational, but he makes them, so that's even less.
Such an irrational confidence
Yes.
guy. Jamal Crawford would shoot it 12 times in a row unconsciously.
So is Blake Griffin going to be better this year? Because last year he was probably the third best player in the league. He was third in MVP voting. Is he going to be even better than he was last year?
Yes.
And if he is, what does that mean for the Clippers and for Nal and Portland Trailblazers winning 60 games?
don't
and the
mean
number
a
one
thing
seed?
for
Let's put it this
don't
way.
mean a thing
So
for
the
Portland.
guy who is third in MVP is going to be better, and
From-
his team is better, but
Why
they
is he
won't
gonna be
win the
better?
division.
From the outlook that I got,
Tage, you want to jump in here? You said yes.
Why is he going to be better? I don't think he's the best power forward in the league.
I don't think so either.
oh, okay, that just eliminates
I
that
think
whole
Anthony
thing.
Davis is.
I
but
think LaMarcus Aldridge is.
That's what I'm gonna say.
He's better than
Now,
Anthony Davis from the
let's-
University of Kentucky?
Yes.
If
Whoa. Whoa.
if Damian Lillard
That's a hot
and
take.
Aldridge are going to be
From the
better,
Tribune.
then Blake has to stay at number 3 according to now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
why are
we
we
winning
like?
60
What,
games.
why are we so wrapped up on these fake rankings? Who are we? Richard Sherman? Like, who cares?
Exactly.
That is true. Who cares?
finished
But I'm
third in
just
it.
saying that there's reason and hope for the Clippers to be better, but they're not going to be as good as the next team
I
we're going
think
to talk about.
what they do is dependent on their bodies, their bigs, and those guys off the bench.
Chris Paul has also been getting banged up the last couple of years.
Yeah,
Chris
I-
Paul hasn't been injury
Yeah,
free
and
for
then
like the last 3 seasons.
And his awful Game 5 against the Thunder. Wonder if he gets over that.
Yeah.
You don't want to see Damian Lillard.
Their backup is Jordan Farmar, who's gonna miss 30 games, just off principle.
Now, Tage's favorite team in the world.
What?
The San Francisco Golden State Bay Area Warriors.
Tage,
Alameda
tell us
Warriors.
a story about when you were in Oakland, if you could.
Please don't.
Let's
Just
not-
any random Oakland story. Just go ahead.
when I used to take the BART, I used to take the BART from Alameda to San Francisco, and they always used to mistake me for somebody playing for the Warriors. Because at the time, the Warriors are terrible. They had a bunch of D-League guys on the team, and I'd be like, "You think if I play for the Warriors, I'd be on the BART?"
Amazing.
You're an
Amazing.
idiot.
Listen, I am the point guard of this podcast. I just set people up and have
He
you
just
dunk it.
threw me that lob, and I
Yes.
just yammed it. But
David
yeah,
Lee is going to be a beast.
Dave. White guy mentioned
Yes.
by John.
Good job,
Well
John.
done.
Way to go, John.
Nailed
way
it.
To, way to get it out there.
But,
Nailed it.
I think this is a team looking to take a leap. Clay,
A
a leap. Yeah, definitely Klay Thompson. I think everybody's talking about him as
But did you see
As well,
that
guys.
story started to come out today that he's upset about these contract
'cause he
talks?
didn't offer him a
Is there
max.
gonna be some kind of tension with the Splash Brothers in this backcourt?
No.
You didn't play for us, Clay.
None of that matters because they have Steph, the God Curry, on the team, and he's gonna rain down 3-pointers on the NBA
If he can stay
like
healthy.
Vasarius.
He's gonna mess up his ankle.
No, he will not. He will play 82
Iguodala's gonna have to
games.
start a point. Speaking of Iguodala,
That
they,
is ridiculous.
they moved Iguodala to the bench and put Barnes in. I mean,
That's not, I mean,
I didn't like them making that move last year.
Yeah.
to
I didn't
begin
like
with.
them
I
to
think
get him.
Harrison Barnes had a good enough rookie year where they could have watched and see how he was going to develop as a sophomore. I think bringing in Iguodala last year, all it did was stun
stunted
his
him,
growth.
yeah.
And Steve Kerr watched from the sidelines, and he saw that's what the team needed.
He
And
played
that
golf with
that
the owner.
one
He always,
move
like-
right there is gonna improve the Golden State Warriors.
I think it is because Iguodala will be the facilitator off the
We about
bench,
to have some fun games against this team.
and then Barnes and
I want Steph Curry.
Steph.
Hey, you don't want none of that. Neither does LeBron.
Oh, Damian Lillard does.
LeBron can't stop Steph Curry. He's never stopped
He ain't
him.
got to stop him. Steph Curry can't stop Damian Lillard.
That's true.
I just want Clay to go off.
Because Steph Curry, you know what? Doesn't play defense.
Dead.
Clay
Well-
could have been knighted.
Steph Curry.
Clay,
Every other point guard in the
first
league
of all,
dead.
Clay, we want you to come play on a national team and beat.
You
us.
That's
can
not
be
happening
knighted.
anymore. He just
no,
won a gold
he just
medal.
won a gold medal and is
That's
Let
probably
it
gonna
die.
be on
It's
the
not
Olympic
happening.
team.
Get
Low
Clay to
key-
play is dead.
Low-key, this is a deep team. Brandon Rush is coming back. No, he's a body off the bench. He can shoot the three and defend.
Sorry.
And then Draymond Green, he could really play.
I told you
Bill Simmons'
it's
favorite player,
it's
Draymond Green.
Tage's favorite team. Look at these people he's just naming off.
No,
No,
Draymond Green
no,
is actually
Dray-
good at
no,
contributing,
Draymond
Green is a
but
good
he
player.
just hit us with Brandon Rush
Yes,
just now.
that's what I
Draymond Green
mean.
makes sense. Is Brandon Rush kind of threw me for a loop.
And then,
I haven't heard. I don't think anyone's counted on Brandon Rush since he was at Kansas. It hasn't happened.
You could have told me that was Kareem Rush. I don't believe you.
not Kareem Rush is left-handed. Yeah,
That's the difference.
that's how we know. Yeah.
Dark.
And then Izeli is back too. He was out all last year. I think he in the playoffs a couple years ago he played him some good minutes.
True
Gave some
story.
depth.
Tage wrote Festus Ezeli's health on the script for the
I
podcast.
did.
I didn't write it because I don't feel like Festus Ezeli's health is of any importance.
I don't know. I don't know
Oh,
if
man.
me and
His
John used to
rookie
hang
year-
out then, but I was so determined that the Heat should pick Festus, and I was like, why didn't they pick pick Festus?
I
Why are
remember
they
that.
picking anyone
You know
else?
what? Because they needed any 7-footer.
They needed anyone
They
big, and
needed
instead they
any
got Greg
7-footer.
Oden. So you know what? If Festus was on the Heat, they'd probably win the championship, and LeBron is
They
in
probably
Miami.
would
I'm not
right
bitter
now.
at all.
In 5.
And 5. But I like the depth he gives them. He can give quality minutes if he stays.
He'll
healthy.
have to because Andrew Bogut has
His big
yet to
glass.
fulfill his promise that
Andrew Bogut is
Big
gonna
Dog's
get
have.
injured. I mean, it sucks, but it's gonna happen. And it's something dramatic every single time. It's like it's not just the tap and he got hurt. No, it's like he dies in the process.
So yeah,
Every season.
but this is one of the teams that we think. I think has a shot at.
They're gonna be making some noise.
They're gonna
a
make-
whole lot of noise
They probably could go to Western Conference Finals.
to
Bring
the
it.
finals. Not
Ooh.
Ooh, bold prediction. I don't know.
I didn't want to say no. They're not gonna finals.
You
They're not
can't
gonna
like. Is
finals.
this
I
you
don't
can't
wanna
count on Steph Curry and
Yes, you
Andrew
can
Bogut
count on
and
Steph Curry.
David
Don't
Lee
you
to
ever
be
say that.
healthy.
You can't count on Steph Curry.
David Lee is gonna be a beast.
Yeah.
Great
Perfect way to end that.
analysis. David Lee
And we-
is gonna be a beast.
David Lee is gonna.
Steve
be
Kerr is
beast.
gonna coach that team, and they're gonna be
Steve
great.
Kerr can coach.
Yeah, they named him the coach. He is gonna coach that team.
So yeah.
Yes,
anyway.
I know that's analysis now. Sorry, he's going to coach.
That's deep.
The coach is coming to coach the team. What's wrong with that?
Steve Kerr is really gonna
What?
coach that team.
Expert analysis, 10th year seniors. And we're moving on to
The
Phoenix.
Phoenix Guards.
This team caught everybody off guard last year.
Come on, John.
Who do you got, John?
Come on.
Gordon.
Yes, yes.
Goran Dra- They got his brother too.
They did.
They got Zoran, and Goran, the twin dragons.
I mean, they really are gonna
But,
at some point
you know
trot
what?
out 5 guards.
They got the real Pumley brother there too.
Yeah, he's good. I think they both
Miles
are pretty
Plumlee?
good though.
What happens when they throw out the 5-guard lineup?
They're gonna get.
They're gonna
they're gonna get posted up. Somebody's getting posted.
Here's
up.
what I don't like about
Except
all these
LeBron.
guys just signing. Give Goodwin a chance to play. Give Archie Goodwin a chance to play. Archie Goodwin is
Kentucky
pretty
guy.
good. I mean, you're gonna play 5-point guards. How
Are they
about
going to
you play a
package these
6'5"
guys?
2
They
guards?
have to package these guys.
Send
right, at
Archie
some
Goodwin to
point.
Portland.
I'm just like on the edge of my seat. I just like to watch him play because I feel like Gerald Green is gonna
Eric Bledsoe should
do
have gone to
something silly
Miami.
and end his career.
You-
at
but he
any minute
couldn't
now.
because Rich Paul and LeBron James. Actually, this was a pretty great move by them because they got Eric Bledsoe the money they wanted, and it proved like while everyone was doubting them that just playing the waiting game and not, as people kept signing, they said just listen to us. So makes me upset that Rich Paul is
mean,
good at his job.
But they got the
Got
They
a
got
great
the
contract for
they
Bledsoe.
got the Dragic brothers, Bledsoe, Archie Goodwin,
They signed
Tyler
Isaiah,
Ennis,
They signed Isaiah Thomas.
and Isaiah Thomas. They're gonna have to trade one of those guys. Or a
When is
couple of
Isaiah
guys.
Thomas gonna play? I don't.
He's going to be the third guy. He is going to play.
He's gonna play. They trotted a lineup with him, Goran Dragic, and
But how's
and
his
Bledsoe
how's
at the same time.
how is his game gonna suffer? In Sacramento, he was getting starters minutes.
And
He was
got
controlling
every
the
shot.
ball. He was getting any shot he wanted, and now he's gonna be the third guy.
Apparently,
I mean,
he and Boogie hated each other though, because he left and Boogie was like, "Oh, this team is going to be so much better now." that
Boogie,
I've guarded
Boogie doesn't
with us."
like anyone who didn't go to UK.
How could you hate Buggy?
It's kind of like
You
how
know,
you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like anyone.
Does this
that-
team make the playoffs this year?
Yes.
I still say they're on the outside.
Yeah,
looking
but
in.
because if they're in, who are you taking out of the playoffs? As John stares at the board and looks for the team with the most white
Memphis.
players.
I think it might be Memphis or it might be Dallas.
Man,
I don't know. Dallas improved.
Dallas
Yeah,
did
but
improve. And they still have Rick Carlisle as
Well,
their coach.
we're not there yet.
the big question mark is what are you gonna get out of the Morris twins? Because like Channing Frye was a proven floor spacer.
Oh yes, they're not making the playoffs without Channing Frye.
Like
get out of here with.
I don't know what they're gonna do with power forward. I don't think they know what they're gonna do with power forward.
Is Alex Len alive or is he just a mannequin?
He
well,
just got beat out from Plumlee. And then a lot of it is going to be based on. I don't think they're going to be very. They can't progress with PJ Tucker being their starting 3. So
No,
eventually,
no.
Warren is going to have to take that job.
How
If he
long?
can't, then they're not going to improve.
How long has Jeff Hornacek looked like a coach? Because I feel even in 1997, 1998,
When he was
he
playing,
looked like a
he
coach
looked like a
guarding
coach.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you could tell.
yeah.
You
So
could
he
tell
had
that
to
was
be a
happening.
great coach almost. It's like in his blood, but
Destiny.
So these guys on the outside looking in.
they
Yeah, I
need.
think
I feel
so.
like they need to make one move with all those guards they have.
need-
Make a trade to
Yeah,
get
something
a
has
much
to
better
happen.
swing person.
Don't count
or
them
just
out. Though.
sign another free agent next year. But they're close. They're on the cusp.
They're 2 years away from being 2 years.
I
away.
don't know if
I
they're
think it's
even gonna
1 year
make some
away from
noise.
being.
They just need that guy. Because I just don't trust Gerald Green to be that guy. Like an entire. He did it and it blew my mind.
Well, their guy is Dragic. I mean, he should have been an all-star.
Dragic is
that's
he
their
is
guy.
so good. A good-
And he is also from the Eastern Bloc, which makes him crazy.
He is crazy. Him and Vujicic.
Speaking of crazy.
Speaking of crazy,
Crazy.
time for a segue.
great segue. The Sacramento Kings and your boy from UK, Boogie Cousins. Speaking
I don't
of
know who's
crazy,
crazier, Boogie or their front office, because it's one of the most confusing teams. I
you
don't
know, like you don't know what you're doing when
Your
the-
roster sucks.
when they get rid of Rudy Gay, when the other team gets rid of Rudy Gay, and it's like, and he wins Executive of the Year.
They drafted the same position in consecutive drafts. I mean, they took a shooting guard last year in Ben McLemore, and they take another one in Nick Stauskas.
Maybe they don't believe in Ben McLemore.
They should send him to Portland. I'll believe in him.
If you believe in anybody,
That's giving up on Ben McLemore a little too early for me.
didn't LeBron
I don't
say
think they-
he was going to be
I
the
don't
best
even think
player
they've
of
given
all
up on
time?
him.
Ooh, Ben McLemore.
Maybe they're
Yeah.
gonna try and turn Nick Stauskas into a point guard, because Darren Collison's not a starting point
No,
guard.
Darren Collison.
Ramon Sessions is not a starting point guard. They have a lot
How
of
many
backups.
Darren Collisons have you played with in your time in the Bahamas?
10.
10 Darren Collisons.
They have a lot of backup point guards, but no starters. I mean, who's gonna run that
But
team?
let's
Ray
be honest,
McCallum?
like
McCallum, yes.
I feel like
Detroit
Renadiv
Mercy.
got all that pub from the Malcolm Gladwell book, and then he started to believe his own hype. Like, yeah, I could build a team. I built a girls basketball team that just did like full court pressed, and we won a bunch of games. So if I take this new kind of thinking to the NBA, I'll be smart and successful, and we'll win.
Dude, you traded for Rudy Gay, you lost.
So the
Tage has been so anti-Rudy Gay for so long.
the two white people on the Kings are from Canada.
Go Canada.
Oh, Stauskas and who else?
Who's the other
Sim
white guy?
Buller, what's his name? I
Sim
don't even
Bueller.
know.
That's
Yeah.
that's a 7'5" Indian dude.
He's from Canada.
It's
Oh,
Canadian.
He
There
sucks.
you go. How dare you?
He's terrible. No. Maybe Nick Stauskas might run the point. I've seen him like he has great. He reminds me of like another Klay Thompson. That's a great cross-racial comparison.
Oh,
Yeah,
good
I
job.
think.
Look at you,
but
so
see,
liberal.
The way Nick Stauskas
progressive.
plays, you have to make cross-racial references with him.
Cause he has swag.
He does such a good job creating his own shot.
And
I mean, if he can
Confidence
become
has no budget.
a point guard, I think he could be a pretty good one. But
It
that
it doesn't.
just looking at their roster, that has to be their plan.
Does
I
Boogie
thought
make the All-Star
think-
team?
Yes.
He has to. Boogie has to
He's
make
gonna average
every
25
possible.
and 15.
He's the best
is
center in the
okay,
NBA.
every time we say yes to something like this, who's not gonna make the All-Star team now?
I don't know.
Dirk.
Yeah, he's old. But no, I mean,
The
Make
fans.
noises.
The fans should vote him over Dwight Howard, but they won't. But I think there's no way the coaches are gonna leave him out again.
But what if they're awful? Which we
they
all
are
think
going
they will
to be
awful.
They have Rudy Gay. Have you ever seen him play?
Okay,
Dude, Rudy Gay's favorite thing to do is catch the ball on the block, pivot, jab step, dribble, take a leading
Wait.
fade away.
So
you
The
just
worst
he-
shot in basketball.
he just
That's
described
his
Carmelo
entire
Anthony's game.
game.
But Tage, you're telling me that if Rudy Gay did your one basketball thing that saves all basketball players and goes to the San Antonio Spurs, he would still do that.
No, because
Ah, we got him. We got him. Rudy Gay is a serviceable NBA player. Ha.
he's talented. He's very talented, but he does.
This is how I know the coaches
Nothing.
are gonna vote Boogie to the All-Star game.
inside
He was
sources.
on Team USA.
Oh yeah.
No, but according to our boy from Grantland, Zach Lowe, like a bunch of people came away with like a lesser opinion of Boogie. Like that guy's actually crazy.
No, like
That doesn't.
He's crazy, but how many centers are better, especially in the Western Conference? Dwight Howard's not even better than him.
Well,
No.
Duncan's gonna get the nod because the Spurs just won the championship, and this might be his last hurrah.
Duncan
I
might-
mean, not Dwight Howard. I'm saying, Tim Duncan.
Duncan is gonna average 15 minutes a game and then like get like 8 and 5. Like he does not care about stats. at
And
this
then when he
point.
gets
wants
to the
go on a
playoffs,
playoff run, he's not gonna.
He's
play.
just gonna
You
beast
see them
out.
stocking up on them young guys.
Remember when they played the Heat in the finals?
I remember
Nope.
we beat them.
That was awesome when they beat them.
But this is my 76ers of the Western Conference
No,
Sacramento.
because they can't. Because they're trying. Like they was like, we're gonna get Rudy Gay and we're gonna be a good team.
No, they're not.
I mean, that's what they thought. They was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. Like, yeah, idiots.
From this division, I'm probably gonna be watching a lot of Golden State, and I want to say Phoenix games.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Golden State, Phoenix. That's our league pass game. for
Goran
this year.
Dragic he's so good.
Boogie's gonna put up 25 and 13.
He is, and then he's gonna kill a person too.
Yeah, 25, 13, and 1.
In jail.
In jail. Good job, Boogie.
Anyway, we're done with the Pacific Division. We're gonna take a break and come
Lakers
back.
suck.
The Lakers are terrible, and
Sacramento's terrible.
Sacramento's terrible.
Oh, actually, maybe we should watch the Lakers and Sacramento play.
and
no,
Boogie's,
I would not do
Boogie's
that
gonna
to you.
murder somebody. We're gonna take a break and be back in a couple.